Lisa, what we really have to talk about a little bit, and this was teased during the draft broadcast, is that there is a schedule framework in place for 2022. And that is what we are going to close out on here. A little bit of a look ahead. February 1st is when players have to report to markets as training camps open. The Challenge Cup will return as a preseason tournament from March 19th through May 7th. It is going to be a 22-game regular season. So 2 games lopped off there. It was 24 for 2021, but in 2022 it's going to be 22-game regular season. There will still be 6 teams in the playoffs again, with the top 2 seeds earning a playoff bye to the semifinal. And the NWSL Championship is slated to take place on the weekend of October 28th through the 30th. So we're making a return to Halloween spooky vibes for the NWSL Championship weekend.
Heck yeah. And we have 2 new teams coming in, of course, San Diego and Angel City. So we're going to have a lot of NWSL After Dark action happening, some late night games for those on the East Coast. But this is so fantastic that we are getting this news. It came in between the first and the second rounds, which was just a little treat for all of us watching, that we now have more information on what is to come in 2022. The 6-week training camp that gets going, the 3rd annual NWSL Challenge Cup, which we knew that wasn't going anywhere, but group play, 4 groups of 4 teams, because now there's 12 in the NWSL. And because of the 2 team club additions in San Diego and Angel City, we knew that the schedule was going to have to change a little bit, because with 12 teams, you can't keep playing at least 24 games. So I love to see that it has been shortened a little bit, and it's not as demanding as it has been in years past. I mean, this is the first time we're seeing a balanced schedule from the NWSL. Yep. So 22-game regular season, so 132 games. You can watch them all on Paramount Plus here at CBS. but it is the first balanced schedule. So teams now, it's not like they're traveling on the road for more than half of their season. 14 home games, 14 away, 6 teams in the playoffs, and then NWSL Championship weekend, we already have that on lock. But this means, I mean, looking at the playoff schedule and how it really shook out for teams in 2021, the first tiebreaker was head-to-head. There can be head-to-head now, but it can be a lot more split with just playing against a team once at home and once away. So the head-to-head could be a little bit different there. We could see a lot more tiebreakers heading into the end of the 2022 season. But I love that we got all of this information out. Good to see the Challenge Cup is coming back, and love to see the balanced schedule. Those are the things that stood out to me first.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be selfish and say that I like that it's actually ending in October versus November. Yes. It's going to be nice to see that, especially when we're talking about how the playoffs are expanded now. So now there's a quarterfinal series, there's a semifinal series, and then there's an NWSL championship final to be played. So, just going off of assumptions, right, and how those things were timed there for 2021, obviously there was the quarterfinal that took place early in that first weekend of November. The second weekend of November was a semifinal. And then at the 3rd week of November was the championship final. So assumptions, right, is that's going to mirror in October. Mm-hmm. So potentially the end of the regular season coming down to perhaps that final week of September, maybe early October, right? We'll see once more details roll out for the schedule. And I'm sure we're all anticipating that, as we always do. But I loved it. I liked seeing the framework in place. And I'm in agreement with you with the 2 new teams coming into play. Having the 22-game season, I think, is going to be beneficial to everybody involved. And, as more details come out about that, we're going to continue to go ahead and keep everybody updated.